This coconut rice is the real deal. If you're looking for coconut rice with authentic natural coconut flavor and something that is easy to make, also so delicious and so beautiful to look at, then this is the recipe you should go for. If you're interested, keep watching. My name is Yemmie. Welcome to my kitchen. So I have about 3 coconuts that I have cracked open and I have just taken out the meat. So I'm putting it in my juicer, and my juicer does a good job of just juicing out the milk for this recipe. So we're going to be using freshly juiced coconut milk. If you don't have a juicer, don't worry, just slice your coconut into little bits and put it in your blender, add some water and just blend everything, then sieve it at the end. That way you get your milk. If you can't get actual coconut, don't worry, you can always go to a supermarket and buy coconut milk. They sell them in so many supermarkets. I'll have to admit, using the fresh coconut milk and then using store-bought coconut milk, it will taste different, but still it's better than nothing. So if you can get real coconut, just get the one you can find from the supermarket and make do with what you have. After juicing out my coconut milk, I didn't want to just throw the chaff away, so what I've done, I've put it in my processor. I added a bit of water so that I can have more out of it, and then I'll just sieve the water out of the chaff. So this is my coconut milk. I have enough to cook my rice, and now we're going to start the process of cooking this rice. For this recipe, I'll be using my baking dish. I have a couple of these and they come in very handy. I use them for baking rice, for baking anything, chicken, fish. It comes in very handy. So if you don't have one, you should get one. It's really good cookware. So I've already washed my rice. This is normal rice and I'm just putting it in the baking dish. You don't have to do a lot. This recipe is so simple. So I'm going to season with some onion. Onion is good for flavor. Onion and coconut go very well. And then we're going to put the coconut milk. You can see how thick it is and creamy. This rice is going to be so delicious. So now I'm going to be pouring in my stock. So this is chicken stock. It had a bit of curry, which I didn't really want to add curry to this recipe, but because the stock already had it, we'll manage it like that. It will change the color of the rice though. Now I'm going to be adding my peppers. These are just jalapeno peppers, what we call shombo. They are long. So I have the green one and the red one, and I usually blend it in bulk and fry it a little bit, then store it in the fridge. I use it every time for like my rice, sauces, eggs and all that. If you add just normal pepper, then it is fine. So I'm seasoning with some salt, and I'm also using some chicken stock powder. Do according to your preference. You see, I'm so happy to show you guys that I'm using my rosemary for the first time. I've been growing it just for a few weeks now, and I'm going to use it for this recipe. So I'm so happy. It gives such a lovely flavor, and I'm just putting it on the rice, and that's all you need to do. Mix everything together and then seal with a foil paper. If your cooking dish has a cover, just cover, but mine doesn't, so I'm just using the foil paper so that it will cook properly. Make sure the oven is already hot so that once you put it, it starts cooking and it doesn't just soak up the liquid. This takes about 20 to 30 minutes. While the rice is baking, I'm going to prepare my shrimp. So I already have this pre-cooked shrimp. You buy them in the supermarket like this, pre-cooked. That's why the color is already orange. And I'm going to marinate it with some crayfish flavor and some everyday like all-purpose seasoning. Just sprinkle it on top and then mix it together and set it aside. You don't have to use shrimp if you don't like shrimp. You can use chicken, beef, whatever you like. Coconut rice can be plain to look at, so I'm going to be garnishing my coconut rice with some bell peppers. You can leave it as it is, just white like that, but I'm going to use red bell pepper, yellow bell pepper, and green bell pepper. All of these peppers will really season this dish and give it really good flavor. I always talk about flavor because I love delicious food, so anything to take that dish to the next level I will do. So just cut them into maybe strips or cubes, and then you're good to go. Bell peppers are not hot, they're not spicy, they are sweet. In a pan, I'm going to add some coconut oil and add some onion. I'm using coconut oil because I want more of that coconut flavor in this dish. And then I'm adding my special pepper that I used earlier. I really love it. I use it for so many things, eggs, whatever. So now I'm adding my shrimps, and I'm just going to mix everything together. See, this is so tempting. When the shrimp was cooked, it was so hard to resist picking one. This is how you know if you have self-control or not. Now that the shrimps are cooked, I'm just going to take it and set it aside. Shrimp does not take a long time to cook. In about 2 or 3 minutes it is done. If you are using fresh shrimps, it will change from like gray color to pink, and once it changes, you know it's ready. So now in the same pan, I'm going to put the peppers. I'm using the same pan and the same oil because it's building a lot of flavor. I always talk about flavor in my dish because, see, that's what we do here. We're trying to make a delicious meal. So the flavor of the shrimp that I used earlier is going to marinate the pepper as it fries. Now I'm just going to stir fry these peppers for about 2 minutes. They don't take long to cook, and they are very sweet when you cook them properly. You need to season them, so maybe just a little sprinkle of salt will do. This is good to bring out the flavor. Today I'm using a vegetable stock powder. I just started using it and I like it so far. So I'm just going to add it to my pepper and then stir fry everything till it is cooked. Sometimes I know it is cooked because of the aroma I can perceive. Now I'm just going to bring the shrimps back and add it to the pepper. Just mix everything together so that it's properly combined. On its own, it is a dish. You can use it with pasta, noodles, anything. If you've watched to this point and you like what you see, please click the like button. It lets me know to do more of this kind of videos, okay? So anyways, we brought the rice from the oven. Take out the rosemary if you can still find them, and then we're going to set up our coconut rice. So you can serve it separately and scoop the shrimp on top in a separate plate, or you can put everything together and just garnish the rice anyhow you like it. If I was serving for a special occasion, let's say Christmas, New Year, that kind of thing, I would just serve it the way I'm serving it now because it is more dramatic and more eye-catching. But if it's just for us at home, I'm going to mix everything together. So it's up to you. I present to you my oven-baked coconut rice. It is perfect for any occasion, for big events, for random days, a random Tuesday, a random weekend. I hope you try this recipe and I know you're going to love it. If you do, please tag me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, even YouTube. I would love to see your recreation of this recipe. Thank you for watching. If you did, click the like button and subscribe. There are new recipes every week. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!